Hi there and welcome again to the Explaining History YouTube channel. Now, for most people, term starts back tomorrow on the 8th of January, and January's kind of a long month and kind of not. And also, the spring term is seemingly, to some people, kind of a long period of time, but in fact, actually not. So this is a kind of not necessarily an alarmist video, but it's about getting your thinking right even before you go back to school or college about time, the time in which you've got to do things. Because exams don't really happen in the summer in terms of when they're actually scheduled. Sure, they're in May or June, but by the time you get to April, perhaps even late March, the clock is ticking very, very fast. And the exam kind of isn't won or lost when you walk into the exam hall. It's won or lost now. The optimistic and unfortunately misguided student will think, well, if I get a good question on the day, if things sort of go right on the day, and there's all the conditions are there, and I just remember things the night before, things will go fine. But it don't work like that. You are gonna pass or fail, or get an A star or not get an A star based on what you do now. And the fact is that learning is a cumulative exercise, that small acts every day are much, much more important than big acts once or twice. So chipping away at difficult problems, things you don't understand, techniques you're not sure about, and other stuff now, and scheduling out, blocking out even smallish amounts of time, half hour here, hour there, each day, to make sure that you are covering absolutely everything in the depth that it needs to be covered, and that you are also making sure that you are practicing writing skills, arguing skills, essays, lines of argument, introductions, paragraphs, conclusions, all the works, so that when you go into the exam, you're not the student that has to sit there and think, oh God, what was this again? What was this? You don't have to do that. It's a process that you've prepared for. Like a kind of a military exercise where the soldiers have done their drill to the best of their ability, and they've practiced what they have to do, and so they are prepared. And if they have to be in a live situation, that they can do it without having to scratch their heads and wonder what to do. So that means that you've got no time, okay? As soon as term begins, you are in a race against the clock. It really is probably not the best way in the world of constructing education. There's timetables and exams and deadlines and all that stuff, but that's how it is. The spring term is going to whiz by. If you've got coursework, it's going to go by even faster. And so the time in which you can put together meaningful learning time and prepare for exams is very brief indeed. So the trick is, firstly, don't think that you've got oodles of time. You've not got very much. Secondly, plan your time. Plan that little time that you've got. Make sure that you're using every last bit of it, and block out time to do the important stuff. And good luck. Anyway, catch me later in the week, and I'll be talking more about coursework and exam preparation and all the stuff you're going to need to do. Thanks, bye-bye. Oh, remember to subscribe and say lots of nice things as well. Thanks, bye.